Asking Alexandria became one of the biggest metalcore bands back in 2009, but did you ever wonder how and why they were so popular? That's what we're gonna find out today. So my friend, as usual, take a cup of coffee, cigarette, Oreos, whatever you feel like, as we explore the Asking Alexandria Myspace era.
Texas! What the fuck is up? We're Asking Alexandria! We come all the way from England!
Real quick, before starting the video, if you didn't join our Discord, the link is in the description. We also have a live podcast every Wednesday on Twitch, and I'm gonna release some merch soon for the channel. As you can see, super stoked about it. But for now, let's start the video. So first, if you were not a part of the 2008-2009 metalcore Myspace era, you definitely missed out on a lot of cool stuff, my friend. In my opinion, it was the absolute peak of metalcore, and believe me, Asking Alexandria was a big part of it. So the question is, how did it get there? How did Asking Alexandria make their way to the top as a band? Well, I guess it's pretty simple. They did everything right. I mean, everything. They started by booking some shows by themselves, building a very strong online presence, and managed to get signed by a very big label right off the bat. I mean, we're talking Sumerian Records. And I mean, I get it. Look at these guys. They were the perfect band to sign, basically checking all the boxes for a record label. So right after signing, you know what they did? They went in the studio to record with none other than Joey Sturgis. The Joey Sturgis. I mean, this guy is 2009 metalcore. He basically pioneers this whole new sound, this new vibe, full of crazy breakdowns and clean singing and catchiness and heaviness. He's the GOAT. For real. Maybe I should do a video about him. Let me know in the comments. So for a new upcoming band like Asking Alexandria, recording with Joey Sturgis for their very first album was the smartest thing to do. Not only that, but they understood the importance of having a strong presence online, as I mentioned earlier. So even if it was their very first experience in a big studio, they were already doing little studio updates that they called Studio Diary, and it was a great way to connect with their fans. I know that it might seem obvious today, but keep in mind, back then, we didn't have social medias. So studio updates and MySpace blogs were pretty much the only way to keep up with your favorite bands. So yeah, as you can tell, Asking Alexandria was doing everything right. The only thing left to do to completely take over the scene was to record a top-tier album. And guess what? That's exactly what they did. This album was called Stand Up and Scream.
Oh my God! Just stand up and scream. This isn't over, baby, don't believe a word they say. You're back to me. Come on, baby, keep it
Okay, this album was literally one of the best metalcore albums of that era. Cool riffs, heavy breakdowns, two-steps, very catchy hooks, and finally some synth parts that made sense. Like, it didn't feel out of place at all. And can we talk about the clean singing? It's top tier in my opinion. And not just in my opinion, I mean, at this point it's just undeniable. Danny really has one of the best voices, period. So yeah, basically Asking Alexandria took every single aspect of all the best bands, I guess, and made it better. And again, I mean, it's crazy how they were checking out all the boxes, from the super iconic frontman to the catchy but heavy music. They were basically the band that everybody was looking for at the time. It was crazy. Of course, the album was very well received, charting everywhere. And the funny thing is, before the album, they were mostly opening during the tours. But after releasing Stand Up and Scream, they were the big band that people were opening up for. And like if all that wasn't enough, at the end of 2009, they dropped this.
Oh my God!
It was the perfect video. Super over the top with crazy moves, including crabcore, obviously, the V-necks, the skinny jeans, the scene hair, the coffee spilling for some reason, and the cherry on top, the infamous "Oh my God!" I still remember they legit just broke the internet when they released that video. The hype was insane, and believe me, the energy live was on another level.
This song's called A Prophecy.
Dear Lord, I know I say that in every video I'm making, but I miss this era so much. So yeah, 2009 basically launched their career into the sky, and at this point, Asking Alexandria was just above everyone else, right on top of the scene. They were doing all the right moves as a band. It was wild. And talking about doing the right moves, it might be an unpopular opinion, but I think their follow-up album, Reckless and Relentless, was super sick. It's actually one of my favorite metalcore albums. After releasing it, believe it or not, they went on Jimmy Kimmel Live to perform their song Closure on TV. It was huge. I mean, sure, Danny kind of looked like a car salesman for some reason, but he still screamed like a beast, and the rest of the band was crabcoring on TV? I mean, just try and tell me one other band who did that. So awesome. And then, sure, things got a little weird for a while with very obscure choices and direction, but we're not here to talk about that. If you want the full story of the band, I really recommend watching the series that the Cozy Representative did. It's absolutely incredible, and these videos are exactly what inspired me to start my own channel, just to give you an idea. And that's pretty much it for today. Let me know in the comments what you like about Asking Alexandria, the memories you have, anything you want to share basically. If you want to support me and the channel, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Helps me a lot. You can join our Discord if you didn't already. Hang out with us during our live podcast every Wednesday on Twitch. And I'll see you in the next one.